Trust me. Whole heap of respect. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And you guys been clicking the bell. So when we go live, you guys can hear. Big up all the people over Instagram.
Tickets are down by the dip.
People, may have something to play for you guys. And more you guys to listen. Do your callers I say? More you guys to listen. Because callers is all about the truth, you know. I am all for the truth. And I wanted to listen an interview with Joseph Patterson from the UIC. It was on a radio program. I think it was over 3 hours long, the radio program. Joseph come in about 57 minutes. I'm not going to play all the video. It's Fresh Vibes Radio. Fresh Vibes Radio did the interview with Joseph Patterson. And I big up Fresh Vibes Radio. Don't know this gentleman, but somebody sent me the interview from Fresh Vibes Radio. And we're gonna play it. So in this interview, you're gonna hear Joseph Patterson and Mark Cameron. All right, the Renaissance man. I know him. Now, people, Mark Cameron has become a very good friend of mine. And I find him to be a credible man, a man of integrity. Our scholars wouldn't be moving with him. I've gone to his house, I've met his family, I've done stuff together. We are doing stuff together right now. Have nothing to do with no politics. You know what I mean? That's life. So Mark Cameron is a man I know personally. I've been around the UIC, for those of you who don't know. Carlos started UIC 2020, me, the day after election. That's when Mr. Patterson first came on my program. I interviewed him first among all the bloggers. I have about 6 interviews with Mr. Patterson still on my page. Even though I don't support the UIC no more because Mr. Patterson in my book is a fraud. It's my opinion. It's fake. It's not real. Cheap, stingy. Can't run Jamaica. No give her water, no give her salt. You know that type of mean old kind of thing. However, that's my opinion. So I'm going to break this down to you guys. However, the brother from Vibes Radio did conducted the interview. He conducted good. And controlled him radio program. And more you guys hear this. It's an interview between Mark and Mr. Patterson. Mark and Mr. Patterson, they've started a group together, the UIC. But like everybody who came before Mr. Patterson, never really show no love. Everybody who disagreed with Mr. Patterson, all of a sudden, you want to take the party from him. People, everybody want to take the party from Mr. Patterson if you disagree with him. Howard, Deborah, Marvin, Tommy, them, the twin them, me, everybody will come there and leave, want to take away the party from Mr. Patterson. And his response is, if you don't agree with what me I do, go and farm your own party, go and farm your own side. Me and my wife, Bill, me and my wife. That's why the UIC head office is Mr. Patterson's house. That's why your contribution is going into Mr. Patterson's and his wife personal bank account. What kind of party that? All the contribution I get, they can go rent a local cheap storefront at Santa Cruz or somewhere like that. Why you office in your house? So is taxpayers, donors paying you to use a room in your house as an office? Are you getting paid for that? Because you're nickel and dime in my book, Joseph Patterson. You don't give a salt. Then listen to the interview, people.
Serving the same master.
Yeah,
So
nothing.
this is where the UIP came in.
Yes.
Listen to these two
As I
gentlemen.
said to Mark yesterday, the UIC was banking that there would be a lapse and the people would say, oh, we will just take you, seeing that no better not at the shop. But Joseph dropped the ball when he stopped interacting with people. I'm trying to get him this morning while you're on the line because I have a direct line to him. But this is how you know real leadership when you can address the situation as they arrive. If you can take the little action that is going on right here, when you go for represent us, you're going to run from us, right?
Yes, sir, let me show you this.
Yes.
Joseph is a very dignified gentleman. I'm not going to say he's not a dignified gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened? Even in the Donnelly case and many cases that you see the
I don't hear nothing from Joseph.
In money and in resources to be investigating these things. You have never seen Mr. Joseph Patterson and none of these scenes where people, family members lost their life.
These
These
gentlemen are truthful. They tell the truth. Listen, they don't know, you know. They don't know this man, you know. Remember, you know. In the infight, I know what going on. I left Joseph alone because Joseph is not a good man. Those are the things that may break away with the UIC for. Because remember the first week when they have the air traffic controller strike in Jamaica, National Water Commission and NHT, National Housing Trust, all in the same week, they all strike. I tell Joseph, go on a road. I tell the man, say, oh, come in and see the blue shirt, them a road. Me send him a page with 19 stuff, you know, some good ideas. The man take it so personal to the man, he man no call me back as a brethren, as a man who support and bring hope of people to you. Then again, me and nobody, just like when say Mark and nobody and Mark never contribute. Nobody's ever contributed. So Joseph sit down in a look dark, hostage looking room, I'm yard. When me tell him, say, Joseph, spend some of the money and brighten up the room, make it look like a studio. You run as a president, make a room look presidential. These are the stuff me tell the man, you know. But the man don't spend money like if I sit down for the donation. He wouldn't even give the candidate them the damn donation to go a road and go buy flyers and push the party. To me, Joseph Patterson is like a man with a horse, a winning horse. But you pull back the rein. You know the horse can't win, you know. But you pull back the damn rein. Joseph Patterson, you know good people. So me break this down as I go because these two gentlemen is unaware of what's really going on based on what they were saying. But listen, because Joseph is gonna in a full-fledged conversation with Mark, is one of the guy who helped him form the party where Joseph Patterson claimed that he says, no, me and my wife, you never do nothing, nobody ever do nothing. People, listen to me before I go further. On this page here, when Marvin and Howard and the rest of them break off with UIC, I was on Mr. Patterson's side. I begged them, Mr. Patterson, why can't you unite everybody? If you're a leader, call everybody and unite now, man. If you have a disagreement, you can't have break off everybody who disagree with you. You're not going to have no party. This is not a dictatorship. Patterson never do it. Me was against Marvin and Howard and thinking that them are the devil. Until me learn and go on and go on and go on. I'm a father said, this a man of the puke. Me have to call back Marvin and Howard and the rest of them as a man. And I apologize to them people. Like a real man. I apologize. They're not the problem. The problem is Mr. Patterson. One common denominator. Everybody come around with them left. We could play it.
You're there for the people to make changes. You should be there on most of these locations to actually embrace the people who are suffering the loss of their loved ones. Mm-hmm. So if you are not there now, embracing these people, what is going to happen when you become the president of the UIC, right, for the people of Jamaica?
People,
yes.
We're not going.
This brother is on point. This brother is on point. So you know what happened that week when we have the air traffic controller strike, Water Commission and National Housing Trust, all one time? When Mr. tell Mr. Patterson, go on out them and Mr. These are low-hanging fruits. We don't have no money, nobody. And Mr. These are low-hanging fruits, Mr. Patterson. Send out the candidates, got road, the blue shirt, them there. Guess what Mr. Patterson tell me? in an interview there, him come and say, in an interview. So nobody invited him, so him now got there. The people who strike didn't invite him. Water Commission, Air Traffic Control, National House said they did not invite him. He said the lady, the little picnic was dead there. The lady did not invite him. The funeral where the mother and the 4 kids get them throat slashed. He said they did not. Who this man think him is? Who this cocky man think him is? You go meet the people them. You need them. The people them don't need you. You want like say, you have this product and is either UIC or you're more PNP and labor right. This man is so cocky. He don't want to put you in the work. It's like, okay, it's more PNP, it's either UIC or more PNP labor right. The man did not go out there. You know what the man said? This grieving grandmother did not invite him. He said they did not invite him. Look here, Mr. PNP and labor right represented there. Mr. Andrew Honest and Mark Golding. Even though Andrew Honest and Mark Golding did make a spectacle and turn the funeral in a political circus, God know them still show up. Mr. Even though Mark Golding and Andrew Honest used your funeral as a political circus, God know them still step up. Them still, you want them to say UIC boss couldn't go at the funeral if I go sit down at the back at the church? You want them to say we couldn't see 2 blue shirts at the funeral if I even stand up out that door? Even stand about that door. You want to tell me somebody couldn't see 2 UIC candidates, even outside that door with the thousands of people. Who invited the people who fly from overseas to the funeral in Jamaica? Who invited them? Who invited the people who come from 14 parishes of Jamaica to come to that funeral? Who invited them? Did they get a special invitation? Cocky. When we tell the man about these things, cocky. And everybody who disagree with you, you're gone. This man, watch interview.
Not going to expect anything different because what? You have to first impression last. Mm-hmm. And if you're not giving that first impression as if you care about these people who are losing their loved ones, then we the people not going to see you suitable. Right?
No, but I did talk about that. We must remember that we didn't even see Mr. Joseph Patterson at the burial of the Maroons who were slaughtered. There you go,
my brother. There you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Cocky.
And these are things that even their own members are realizing and slowly withdrawing themselves from the UIC. And clearly, what this gentleman was saying to you this morning is that they want to be a part of the Maroon government. Mm-hmm. But
hold that thought. Mr. Patterson, Grand Rising, sir, how are you doing?
Good morning. Thank you. How are you?
Yes, Fresh Radio Vibes. I've been tracking you down for a while, Mr. Patterson. You're a friend of ours, and you know the UIC is close to many of our people's hearts. But we want to talk to you. Is everything all right with the UIC, sir? Talk to us.
Sorry, say that again.
The UIC, is everything going smooth?
Yes, as smooth as it can go, given that we're a political party in a very challenging environment. Yes.
I have Canada on the line out of the diaspora. They are very much concerned that the last gathering of the slaughtering of the children in Clarendon, we did not see your face in light. Were you at the celebration of life, the send-off for those children? And have you played any part in that situation that's taking place?
No, it's quite tragic, what has happened to the family in question and what is happening to families across Jamaica. I mean, many of them we don't really hear about because they don't get them.
Listen to the man damn answer. No empathy. No condolences to the mother and her kids. Basically, I say crime happen all the time. Listen to his answer. I have to listen to this yesterday now. That's why I do this video this morning. This man cold. No empathy. Him not come out for way. People, let me finish before we go to this. You know, the end of the week after we have the strike in Jamaica, National Water Commissioner, National Housing Trust and Air Traffic Controller that week when Patterson refused to go there. You know what the man did at the end of the week? He put a picture on his page take a picture on the beach, barefoot and no shirt, says distressing at the beach. When Jamaica is burning, you run down a hotel, go hide at the beach. What kind of leader you be? So, you wonder if Andrew Onis and Mark Golden had put a picture like that on them page, what kind of message that would be sending? What kind of message that would be sending? It shows that the man no care. The whole week we say, go road, go road, go road. The man do video and say, boy, him no political, political theater like the rest of the party, him not playing a political theater. Everybody ever play political theater. You have to go dance to the people, sing for the people. Nobody not know you. You have to go put on a show for the people. Every politician do it worldwide. Why are you so different? And at the end of the week, the man put up a picture of him there on the beach. What kind of leader are you? That's why I couldn't deal with UIC no more. You're a sucker.
Get the kind of media attention, but there are lots of people who are dying every day in Jamaica, who are being slaughtered one way or the other, either by illegal criminals or legal criminals.
The lady and our four kids, them not special to Joe. You hear the man ask him, how come we didn't see at the funeral for the mother and we don't see up there? Basically, the man said, boy, people dead every day in Jamaica. What's so special about this? Listen this conversation, and that's what you will get out of it. Cool-hearted, man.
So we're very saddened by any of these events that occur. And we stand firmly behind families for justice and wanting the best for all Jamaicans.
But when you say you stand by, you live in Jamaica. You're residing in Jamaica right now. We see Donnelly situation and several of the families that are hurting. You have put forward yourself for leadership, and now is the time that the people need leadership, Mr. Patterson.
I hear that, man.
Especially in the Mississauga area.
Yes.
People living in the Brampton here have been following your program. There are a couple groups here. Your groups are really advertised like dance and certain events that is keeping but attack. Share it on the group so that the Maroon family can start listening to constructive reasoning. Because we, the Maroons, we're not here to waste any time.
No, sir.
Right?
No.
It's right.
We link it. It's in the Gideon now, because a lot of things that you just pointed out a while ago is taking shape and form within the consciousness of our people, you know? And
yes, sir.
Yes.
A part of the Maroon government.
Lots of people who are dying every day in Jamaica, who are being slaughtered one way or the other, either by illegal criminals or legal criminals. So we're very saddened by any of these events that occur, and we stand firmly behind families for justice and wanting the best for all Jamaicans.
But when you say you stand by, you live in Jamaica. You're residing in Jamaica right now. We see Donnelly situation and several of the families that are hurting. You have put forward yourself for leadership, and now is the time that the people need leadership, Mr. Patterson, and we're not seeing you or hearing from you in that large scale. We know that the media houses are bought out by the other political partners out there, but why are we not seeing you in the physical form like how we're seeing, even the Emperor L.A. Lewis out there and other people? Why are we not seeing you, Mr. Patterson?
Be real. In a dark room, I hide.
Well, I'm not going to do what L.A. Lewis is doing, if that's what you're asking. I mean, I'm not going to push my...
Listen, people. Remember them a problem I have with them, Man, lazy, The man tell me say now playing a political football. We say, go road. You can't fight PNP and Labour. Them have money behind them, have the people behind them. And if you're going to be a leader, you have to go road from now. Mr. Patterson, I'm not see nobody out there. People from Denham Town. When the police and the soldiers them have the thing at Denham Town, me call Patterson and say, yo, Joseph, you don't have nobody at Denham Town and a candidate to go over there. Go represent the people them. Put on a blue shirt and the people need somebody to go talk to. Me say, you don't have to go to Denham Town because a man scared, now go nowhere. Him can't be no leader, because him now walk. Where's the Andrew Onis and where's the Mark Golden walk? Him now walk there. Him scared. And he would even send the damn candidates them there. We call them and I say, Mr. P, you don't have no candidates. over Denham Town, where the soldiers and the police and the people and the inner people, when all them think they're going, the people that want somebody to talk to. Mr. Send some blue shot over there. Send them resources. Mr. Send them money so them can get people to go over there. Send them put on some blue shirt, go over there. Go stand up on behalf of the UIC for the people. No, call us. Oh no, lazy man. To me, Joseph no one win. He want connect. And some Donald Trump thing I go on and say that's donation. So look to me. Listen.
Up into every scene or whatever. That's his choice anyways. The UIC remain very focused on communicating to the Jamaican people the need for good governance.
I idiot, man.
We continue to do that. I mean, we will not show up at anybody's funerals uninvited. We will not.
No. I hope you're not. I hope you're not deferring to the fake news out there about not being invited, because you see for yourself that the emperor was the first one.
No, I'm talking about me. I have not been invited to a funeral, and I'm not going to impose myself on anybody's funeral.
But hold on, Mr. Patterson, hold on. Before you come in, Curtis Maroon, here we are talking with Mr. Joseph Patterson, who has offered his services to the Maroon community, aka the Jamaica community out there. And getting it clear, you're saying that you will have to be invited to the sufferation of our people by the people to share their these times.
People, no empathy. It's the same thing. Me tell the man. The man tell me say they have to invite him to come out there, come stand up with the NHC worker, air traffic controller, and water commission. Nothing. People him don't hear you cry. Joseph's like, okay, I build this party. Is either UIC or you guys stuck with the PNP or the Labour right? Who you think, man? Who you think you are, man? People, when I stop sending this fool, this clown on a donation, when I send him, let me ask a question. When I send him donation for? Him get the most donation off a Carlos Gray page. And I miss so him tell me that twice. He called me and tell me that. The most donation the UIC get is people from my page. Mark Cameron and next man bring big donation to him. But everybody never do that. Make you go and listen to the thing here, man.
So I know you're not hearing that from you, Mr. Joseph. I know I'm not hearing that from you.
I'm surprised that you take that away from it. I said, I will not show up unannounced at anyone's funeral. Like if
people, but because the radio host understand him. Say radio host say, say hoping to take that. Joseph mean it. Because he said that before. Same now, but because them people don't know him. Now the radio host don't know him people. So I say, them don't know them are new people. So imagine them I feel the same way I feel too. So how we felt. And everybody who left before, people who left before me, I was blaming them and said them are the problem and no UIC without Mr. Patterson because I was ignorant. Until we get to find out the man are real who. And you know what them tell me? Carlos, you soon find out. I'm going to find out the man a real who. Me run away. And come on social media, come beat him and say, don't send no money to get this man here. Like a scammer in my opinion. Don't send no money to get this man. And I'm not better to do than the money. No idiot. Because the candidates are not getting the money to go buy flyers. They have to buy their own flyers. Until other people will cuss me out and come to my video. Have to call me back and apologize to me. Just like how me apologize to the ones before me. And because me did stupid, I said, no, UIC without Mr. Patterson. No go from here so that this and that and there, yeah. Just like when people have said the same thing to me when we come out. So people will find out, say, true, they will come to me now and apologize to me and all these things. I say, Carlos, let me listen to this stuff, man. Good interview. Listen.
If I'm not invited to a funeral, I'm not going to go and show up at the funeral.
Scottish Maroon, please talk to Mr. Patterson while I try to construct what he's saying.
Your thought.
Yes,
no,
thank you.
Mr. Patterson.
This is High
Priest. It's an honor to speak to you, my brother. It's very honor to speak to you. Now, I'm not going to be talking in your Englified manner.
Englified.
Now, as a leader, what does a leader do, Mr. Patterson?
Well, you tell me. I mean, I think you're raising a point. Go ahead and raise a point.
A question cannot answer a question. Mr. Patterson, anyway, a leader lead by example.
It's a very
And
general
if you're
question.
going to hold a minute, Mr. Patterson. If a leader
don't
lead
talk
by
over each other.
example,
Okay.
Mr.
No,
Patterson,
hold on,
please.
my Scottish Maroon. I don't want to lose Mr. Patterson this morning. Mr. Patterson,
Okay.
you want to say something, sir, before he said it?
Because the gentleman said I can't answer a question. It's a question. So I had presumed that you really had a point you wanted to make. But since you wanted to answer the question.
I think the point the point he's trying to make is that you have come out strongly, and I have to stop the music. You have come out strongly in our time when we were hurting through the COVID. And this voice that I'm hearing this morning is not Mr. Joseph Patterson that I saw under the Paul Bogle tent. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what.
No, that's fine. I have not changed one bit. It's very simple. If you're asking me about the slaughtering of the Jamaican people, I have spoken about this on several occasions. We just now have one particular event of 5 persons being slaughtered.
Children. 4 was toddlers.
Children, we persons are sea monsters.
Hold on.
Human beings of various age groups.
Listen what the man say. If you show some empathy, they might try to tell us children, sir. Human being of various age group. Me say him no give a ratted. You know what I'm saying? So basically they must say people dead all the time. And this the lady and her 4 picnic will get murdered and slaughtered. I don't know difference. People. He didn't say it in so many words. But listen, that's what he's saying. All these men try to tell him, say, but these are babies. You know what I'm saying? Human beings of all age have been slaughtered in this country. So he never said, my condolences go out. It's having a cool man. If you go, listen, man.
Slaughtered in this country, and now we have one particular case that everybody is very anxious to talk about. And we in the UIC have always been talking about this issue. It's not, we don't wait for a sensational moment. We have always represented the need for the Jamaican people to rise up and take back their country, and I stand by that every single solitary day. If you're saying I am not a leader if I do not jump up at every single event and make sure I superimpose myself.
People, him not go to no event. So that's one of the things make we fall out with the man. Him not go to no event. None, people. He would rather take a picture and put on social media with him on the beach. Or some villa on the sand, barefoot when Jamaica burn because of UIC money I pay for it. I don't have money I pay for him and his family there. Go up on villa. Go up on beach while Jamaica burn. Cockiness people I'm not reaching with. That boy you can't be no leader of Jamaica, man. Me say anyway me see him put up him head, I pay 2x4 for him verbally off of yourself. Me I beat PMP, me I beat labor right. You worse because you're not nobody. This a man to me is like the scum of the earth. Listen to it.
To get political mileage out of it, then so be it. If that's the leader that Jamaicans want, then surely I may not be that leader.
All right.
The leader I am.
All right, but hold on.
Can I interject, please? Please.
Mr. Patterson, don't hang up. This is one of your supporters.
Yes, because as I said, Mr. Patterson is a king.
Yes, for standing up. For standing up.
Mr. Patterson, you may not know that when you just started UIC, I even signed up to be a part of the UIC, right?
Yes. Because
I saw you as one of the representative that can represent the people of Jamaica.
Hold on, Mark.
Hello,
Mark, hold on. Mr. Patterson on the line. Hold on, Mark. Let's hold on a bit. Yes.
Right. So I saw you as suited to represent the people. Now, I see you talk about Mr. Golden not putting fire or opposing the present government of Jamaica. Now, to just talk about something and to act on it is two different things, my brother. Now, if you're trying to win the people of Jamaica, right? The best thing would have suited you to do is go out and show these people that you care about what is happening, that you care about the corruption that is happening, not sitting behind a desk, not sitting behind a camera or having meetings. Right? This cannot help the situation. We're tired of the little quiet people who are just sitting behind this and not doing anything.
Hold on.
To representation.
Yeah, but hold on. As Mr. Patterson, are you gathering what this giant in the diaspora is saying to you this morning? Are you gathering what he's saying?
No, you don't care.
Well, I am listening. I'm listening intently to what he's saying.
So what are you drawing from it? Because Mark Renaissance has just joined us, and I want you know, because I think what the Scottish Maroon is saying, that these opportunities of showing the Marcus Garvey in you is slipping away, because I don't want to say that politicians are intimidated a lot, but I believe that somebody has reached to Mr. Patterson and you're not as aggressive as you came out at first to defend the rights of our people. I don't know. I'm touching that. Am I in the right scope right there, or am I missing something?
Certainly, you're missing something. Nothing has changed where I am concerned. Mm-hmm. I remain the same person I was yesterday. Well, more informed and more educated, of course, because every single day you become more aware and more knowledgeable as you engage with life. But outside of that, nobody has gotten to me or anything. I continue to do the work that I've always been doing. Now, it might not be in the way that you would like me to do it, and I do welcome demonstration of, I like to look at other people's examples. So anything you can demonstrate to me.
People, that's a lie. Mr. Patterson don't take no telling from nobody. When I say, well, you can show me a way out and this and demonstrate to me. People, that's a lie. Who remember Marvin Edgar? The youth who used to be out there jump up and down. Patterson come on social media and say them and try taking part in them from him. Remember Howard? People, so many people was in the UIC. The Deborah. This one white lady we have. It's a very nice lady. What happened to all these powerhouses? Everybody come and gone. Everybody come, because they disagree, you can't gather your room, gather the flag and say, guys, let's have some breezing around here, man. What's the problem? Let's iron some stuff out. No leader, a dictatorship. Make you hear it more.
What your version of leadership is, so I can learn from you.
All right. Mark, you have just joined us. You heard a while ago the good gentleman say that nothing has changed. Yesterday, our conversation was very blunt. You said that the love for the UIC is not the syrup is not as strong as how it used to be. And, maybe some things need to be rearranged. Talk to me this morning, Mark. Mr. Patterson's here with us. You were very instrumental in introducing the UIC to people like myself and others. Is that momentum still there, Mark, or is it really dead? What's happening?
Well, the UIC has changed.
Yes.
I think the disagreements, Mr. Patterson has not been welcoming of ideas from people that care about the movement. He believes that his word is God. He circumvents the democratic process of ideas, and it has turned off a lot of people from the movement. I called Mr. Patterson and I told him my feelings about where the movement is going, the lack of people staying on board, which, and I'll say this, and I've said this to you many times. I said Mr. Patterson has been one of the people that have kept the movement going, because he's always been there, and I will stand by that. But his leadership style is not consistent with how do I put it? It's not consistent with the essence of the movement. In other words, for instance, I think Joseph lacks the empathy necessary to lead.
All right, hold that.
And I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
I observed some, he has this thing about, not no handout, which I agree.
Yeah.
All right. However, when a person, when you ask the members to pay for their own posters and people in the movement,
yes,
and at the same time requesting funds for himself and his wife, I think that lacks. In other words, it's as if we're not in the struggle together.
Well, stick a pin right there, because here we've been hearing these accusations for a while that the judicial problem that arise from him standing up for our people has incurred some expense, and there's a decision whether or not the UIC as a body, political body, should stand the expense, or him as a person person should do it. We are saying that, Mr. Joseph, shed some light on this, because Mark is very much respectful of you and the UIC. And when I hear these small things that is breaking apart, it's only human that these things happen. Explain to us.
People, Mark is one of the founder of the UIC. He was the vice president also of the UIC. He'd been there before Marvin and all them people. He was one of the founder. So Mark know what we're talking about. Mark, look here. Mark know what I'm talking about. Believe me, people. It was people. Mark been there before Howard and all of that. So Mark know what he's talking about. We just come on it and we just hop on the bus and we find out what's going on. We're going to explain something to you about Mark. But listen to this, people.
This really
So let me give credit to Fresh Radio Vibes for this. Fresh Radio Vibes for this. Fresh Radio Vibes, manners and respect. You can check them out on YouTube, people. Conduct this interview on somebody. Send it to me. Somebody says they have a play to play the audio. Listen.
Inspiring why we're hearing these sentiments.
Well, I'm not sure where Mark gets his information from. I mean, Mark has not been a member of the UIC for some time.
No.
He has not been a part of executive leadership for some time. He has not been privy to much of the information inside the UIC for a number of years. So I am quite surprised that Mark seems as informed as he does and has a strong view and position as he takes. But that being said,
Mark is right.
When it comes on to the internal matters of the UIC, all of that has been dealt with in the way that the Constitution prescribes. And the members voted overwhelmingly for me to continue to be their president. So contrary to Mark's position, the evidence suggests otherwise.
So this accusation, as far as the UIC as a political party taking care of your expense, and then the members who is part of the UIC taking care of their own expense financially, nothing has transpired like that.
Well, I'm not here to
just answer the damn question
or refute.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that Mark is not in a position to make.
Let me answer it for him. Because that's one of the problem callers have. But Mark never this and that. Well, this man and I'm not sensitive. Mark is one of the founder of the UIC. What do you mean say Mark not in and what? Let me tell you what I want. Mark is right. When you send people, when you send a donation to the UIC, hoping that it will change Jamaica for the better. When we send the money, what are we sending money for? When I was sending my contribution and others who stopped, enough of us stop sending money. Come find us that I go nowhere. Just to a man in a dark room. I'm going to decide to mind a man and a wife. The money if you go to what? The candidates. So Mark know what he's talking about. The money don't go to the candidates, people. The candidates have to borrow money from the UIC, from the donation. Listen to me, man. The candidates have to pay dues, $1,000 every month. The candidates have to pay dues. They are regular people like me and you. Horace get him house burned down. Horace still have to come out and pocket go buy flyers, and Horace have like about 10 people with him as a candidate. He have to buy the 10 of them lunch. Tap up the 10 of them phone. So you're out there, you have to call each other. Where you there? All right, make a meet around us. So we can meet at the park and we take the bus and we go home. Remember, you have tribal people who are the work on the ground and one of the strongest candidate them ever see. Even though he looks simple and barely talk. But Howard Horace is one of the strongest candidates them ever see. The brother will get him house burned down. And look at him, look simple to me. Because I see Horace, me think Horace is an idiot. God no. But looks are deceiving. So when we start to know what Horace is, I mean, find out, you know, him one of the serious candidates. Strong. You know, normal. Don't make him look fool you. They might have 10 people around him. Horace have to pay the 10 of them bus fare or taxi fare. The 10 of them lunch. The 10 of them phone, top up a phone. He must buy flyers to give them all. Out in pocket. So me I say, what the money will be sent from foreign there to Jamaica? Forgive the candidates if they go on a road. We don't see them nowhere. The money somewhere sit down in Mr. Patterson's bank account, him and his wife bank account. Personal account. The personal account or the him and his wife, as far as me know, up to lately, him and his wife can sign off on the account. So God forbid if something should happen to Mr. Patterson or his wife right now, all the contribution gone to their kids.
That he does. He has not been a part of the UIC for many years.
Is he a member? Is Mark a member? Is Mark still a standing member? I'm asking you as the president. Is he a standing member of the UIC?
As far as I know, Mark is not a member of the UIC, as far as I know.
Okay.
But I could be, somebody else could verify that.
Mark, are you still a member of the UIC?
No.
Oh, officially it's there. But I want to move away from that because, as I said before, I've seen the likes of Lisa Anna put in her resignation, and I'm hearing from the grapevine that intimidation of political opposition is on the rise right now. I'm hearing from good source. And as I said, Mr. Patterson, when I witnessed you under the Paul Bogle tent, I think in St. Thomas, your vocal vibration was much more focused as to stepping away from the colonization and the deterioration of our people. There's only one thing that I was left to get confirmed from you was the 284 legacy that our ancestors stand on from 1738 as to the Maroons ruling of that island. But you're still I think you did not come forth with an answer that I was pleased with. Are you still concerned that you can win politically with the UIC under the Jamaica Corporation banner serving the crown?
Well, it's not about whether I can win or not. The UIC is committed to leading Jamaica to becoming a true republic. Mm-hmm. And we believe that there are two ways to achieve that. One of them is by physical revolution, and the other one is by a ballot box revolution. Yes. So we have decided to pursue the path of a ballot box revolution. Now, we don't expect everyone to agree with us or to take the same position. But we have taken that position. It was democratically decided. It was not a Joseph Patterson position. This is one that was decided by us at our 2018 ANC, where the membership voted to pursue the path that we have pursued. And this was reinforced in our 2021 ANC meeting. Yes. And we continue to do that. So, this is not, the UIC is not about Joseph Patterson. I am the founder. Yes. I am the president, and I have done the work that is necessary to bring us to where we are. And at any point at all, if any member of the UIC believes that they're ready and fit to be president, all they have to do is to show up, follow the process of becoming a candidate for presidency, and then if they win vote, they become the president. I don't know why for some people it is so complicated. if you think you're capable and able of leading this movement, put yourself in the ring and simply follow the process. Don't try to overthrow the process. Don't try to vilify anybody. Don't try to tear down anybody. Just put yourself forward and say, I, whoever you are, feel that I can do a much better job than Joseph Patterson, and let them speak in a democratic vote.
People, big up yourself, Partner Draw TV. Manners and respect for that. Hey, people, everybody take with the party from this man. Everybody who disagree with him. Everybody, take some money from PNP, send you to do it. You get buyout from labor, right? If you disagree with the man, it's a party. Different ideas coming together, heads coming together with different ideas. You're the leader. You know God. Listen to people. Some of the advice you're going to take. Some of them are not going to take. Some of them are going to tweet them. Some of them are going to throw back. But at least listen to people. Don't just dash with everybody. So do that. Me up as I do video on my page, people. Don't know me stay on social media. Nobody on social media pump the UIC like me. None. All when me not talk about politics, I interject the UIC night. Non-stop. I did that for free. Never asked for $1. Never asked him, say, hey boss, when I win, we want to post more on this. And now people, that's some role. A country me I talk about, I want benefit, I did it for free. And when me on my page, even though Marvin, Edgar, and Howard and all these people, gone. You know me do my video them and say, respect to everybody who was on the UIC bus, who pushed the bus up the road. Listen to what Carlos said. Everybody will give a hand on this bus named UIC bus. That was my video. Me have enough video on Facebook. You can go watch it. When I say these words. Respect to everybody. Me appreciate everybody who push the bus. Even just a chain up the road. Even if you push it 2 feet up the road. Because you was there on the bus. And your effort counts. Do you understand me? But no, Joseph Patterson. If you left, you never do nothing. You don't know about. Do you understand what I say? Him so childish. Say my leader. A clown, people. If you go running when we come around, a clown. So him so childish. Me and my page, and I'm a leader, I tell people, I say thank you for Howard and Tommy and Deborah and Marvin. Marvin is a good guy. Very good guy. Decent young man. Decent young man. And Patterson make it look like the one of them are trying taking party from him. If you don't want to go get on the owner party, you don't want to take with this, I don't want to do something you never work for. People, he man go to them level there, childish, and nobody try to take on the party from me, people. So me, I tell people, say, thanks to everybody who was on the bus, even though you're not in an agreement no more, you're not on the bus no more, you left the UIC, but you was there. You played a part. At that time, that day, this day to that day, you was there. And while we were there, you pushed the bus. If I'm 2 foot, I'm a respect to you. But Patterson, you was nobody. You was not there. You have never contributed. You never push your hand on the bus. You never push it nowhere. This man a clown if you go ahead. Rosa Andrew Owen sit up. I'm telling you already now, when I do my first video and I beat him, people come out and beat me, Cuss me. Guess what they have to do? They have to come back and apologize. Enough of them came back and apologized to Carlos because the same knife will stick Howard and stick all of them, and me never get stick yet. Me that quarrel about them. I said, yo, allow the party, man. If you don't want to listen to mash it up and go on, man, and make it. As stupid as saying out of my mouth, no UIC without Mr. Patterson. Until the same knife will stick them. Stick me. I'm do my video and I tell people, and beat me. I say, hold on, man. I'm not so find out. People, so said, so done. Even Mark. See, Mark, yeah. People, me and Mark are bridging now. But at first, me never trust Mark. You know, the first time Mark come to me, the first time Mark contact Carlos, you know what he contact me about? When I beat Joseph Patterson on social media, Mark never like it. Mark wish we could come up on social media with this and go deal with it a different way. Mark wish me and Joseph Patterson could have got iron this stuff off of social media. That's how me first time ever talk to Mark. The first time ever communicated with Mark Cameron is when he called me. He didn't like where I go on social media because he never have nothing against Joseph Joseph I make him like say the man hate him and this. No, people, Joseph an idiot. He just feel like everybody who disagree with him, you want to take out the party, but when you know that the first time Mark called me was at Joe's behalf, he never like it. Because Mark tell me, say, Carlos, me hate to see my baby. I got to waste so. Because him helped build it. Him and Joseph. It was there. So man said, hate to see him baby turn to this. So, listen, let me make you hear some more interview.
Gentlemen, we are going through a crisis like never before, but it has always been there. The corruption of the police. Both Mark, yourself, and Scottish Maroon, hopefully you've been listening to the station where even last night there was a confession from a female constable that the rape rate in the JCF is nasty. We have police associated with bodies not found. Mr. Patterson and Mark, give me some energy as far as what is really transpiring in that place called Jamaica this morning.
Yeah, I think it's very simple, Jamaica has suffered from 78 years now
People, me hate your advice.
Self-governance.
Me hate your this man advice.
From 1944 now, we've been voting for Jamaicans to lead our government. And so we now have 78 years of experience. Anybody with eyes to see and a brain that can think and have the ability to reason from cause to effect will see clearly that this system has only consistently created all forms of corruption from the top down. So the JCF, the JDF, the teachers, the all forms of civil servants, right down to the common man on the street, is now rife with corruption. Everything we do in this country is run by corruption. If that is why many of us, many Jamaicans are economic refugees living overseas because they can't survive here. If they were to live here, they would not be able to enjoy the quality of life they're now enjoying in racist countries where they complain about all manner of problems in those countries. Yes. But those countries are still better than Jamaica. And I say this to say that the issues you're raising now about rape in the JCF or about missing persons or about evidence tampering or about corruption in the judiciary, these are all standard now, and we keep having these little sensationalized cases out of them rather than coming together and quickly saying, we know what the problem is. It is bad governance. It is a system of governance which we need to get rid of. And two parties that have consistently pursued enforcing that system on the Jamaican people to our detriment.
I called you and I spoke to you about my concerns. But when he circumvented the leadership, the NEC, all right?
Hold on.
Of our people, there's only one thing that I was left to get confirmed from you was the 284 legacy that our ancestors stand on from 1738 as to the Maroons ruling of that island. But you're still I think you did not come forth with an answer that I was pleased with. Are you still concerned that you can win politically with the UIC under the Jamaica Corporation banner serving the crown?
Well, it's not about whether I can win or not. The UIC is committed to leading Jamaica to becoming a true republic. Mm-hmm. And we believe that there are two ways to achieve that. One of them is by physical revolution and the other one is by a ballot box revolution. Yes. So we have decided to pursue the path of a ballot box revolution. Now, we don't expect everyone to agree with us or to take the same position. But we have taken that position. It was democratically decided. It was not a Joseph Patterson position. This is one that was decided by us at our 2018 ANC, where the membership voted to pursue the path that we have pursued. And this was reinforced in our 2021 AMC meeting. Yes. And we continue to do that. So, this is not, the UIC is not about Joseph Patterson. I am the founder. Yes. I am the president, and I have done the work that is necessary to bring us to where we are. And at any point at all, if any member of the UIC believes that they're ready and fit to be president, all they have to do is to show up, follow the process of becoming a candidate for presidency,
Yeah.
And then if they win vote, they become the president. I don't know why for some people it is so complicated. If you think you're capable and able of leading this movement, put yourself in the ring and simply follow the process. Don't try to overthrow the process. Don't try to vilify anybody. Don't try to tear down anybody. Just put yourself forward and say, I, whoever you are, feel that I can do a much better job than Joseph Patterson, and let them speak in a democratic vote.
Gentlemen, we are going through a crisis like never before, but it has always been there. The corruption of the police. Both Mark, yourself, and Scottish Maroon, hopefully you've been listening to the station where even last night there was a confession from a female constable that
self-governance on the Jamaicans. From 1944 to now, we've been voting for Jamaicans to lead our government. And so we now have been having these little sensationalized cases out of them rather than coming together and quickly saying, we know what the problem is. It is bad governance. It is a system of governance which we need to get rid of. And two parties that have consistently pursued enforcing that system on the Jamaican people to our detriment. And it's now at the greatest crisis level. I mean, we saw moments of it in the 1980s when 800 persons or more were murdered because of politics. Now we're seeing a shift where the criminals are now getting the upper hand. It's not politicians leading the criminals, it's criminals leading the politicians. And so we're in a very serious position. Now, if we keep talking, instead of organizing, putting away the...
Hold on. You see that chatterbox there? All they do are chat. You talk about if we keep talking. What you be doing? The man say them not see you do nothing. See you will lie yourself and talk about if we keep talking. That's all they do, Joseph. That's all they do. Chat in a little hostage-looking room. You look a dark, like a hostage victim. That's why you look a room we're in there. Can't even hear you. You have an interview on radio if I look a hostage-looking room. Your mic don't even sound good. Vloggers have better sound quality and video quality than you. Vloggers. Are you supposed to run for Jamaica? For what? You can't take some of the donation money to fix up a little dark room in a Joe. Or go rent a room somewhere down in Santa Cruz. Why the office have to be in your house, Joe? Why the bank account have to be in a you and your wife named Joe? Why is there a third person to co-sign off of the account, Joe? Why your office in your house, Joe? You run a political campaign, a party. Why you can't go find a one cheap storefront somewhere in a corner somewhere and start the movement? There's a white up in your house, Joe. Man, go. Me don't even love you, the man advice, but me have to play for you.
Pettiness and fighting about monies to president and all kind of foolishness, and get behind strong organization and make sure that the UIC wins the next election with credible, quality candidates who are ready to take on this country and fix the system in the way that we have prescribed. You know what? 1 second. Yeah. The UIC movement in Jamaica right now with a clear plan for what Jamaica should be like and what we need to change it to. Not just talk. We have a clear plan of a non-partisan constitutional republic which was developed with my leadership over the last 10, 11 years consistently. And the issue now is, will we stand together, unite, and fight for the change, or will we fight each other?
You just said a while ago about leadership. Mark, do you want to say anything? Scottish Maroon, do you want to say anything? Because you're part of the panel.
I'd like to say something.
Yeah. I would definitely like, but I would allow Mark to go first.
Okay, so
first of all, the UIC is not about Joseph Patterson alone. When I met Joseph Patterson, he had 140 people on his page. Yeah. Nobody knew who he was. Mm-hmm. I brought a lot of people to the UIC. I was an integral part of the development of that organization. Now, I'm not looking for fame or fortune out of this thing because I just want my country to work. Mm-hmm. I wrote several things about how, who the hell call him, man? Hold on, sorry.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Patterson talked about the...
Hold on, Grand Rising. Christine Reynolds, the daughter of Capo, is on the line. But finish, Mark. Christine, just mute your mic. Thank you for joining us this morning. Mr. Patterson is here as you've been listening, and I know you have a few questions. But continue, Mark, please.
Yeah, Mr. Patterson talked about the process.
Yes.
There was a process with the NEC, the leadership of the UIC, which he rightfully said I was not a part of it because I thought we had a great set of people running the organization. Mr. Patterson was, when the whole thing went down, I called them and I said, hey, this is not unreasonable to help Mr. Patterson with his legal fees.
Yes.
Not unreasonable because he's the leader of the organization, right? He's the one bearing the brunt of the problems and he can get locked up. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. However, when he circumvented the leadership, the NEC, all right, to ask for a vote of confidence after he resigned, he asked for some funds for himself, and they voted against it, and then he resigned. Then he came back on board and he voted to give the money.
But he's saying, Mark, what Mr. Patterson is saying, that these details is like what is happening in the Donald scenario. You're not privy to these information, so he can't justify what you're bringing to the table at this time.
People,
I get that. Now, there are some other issues that
Mark is telling the truth.
I didn't really get involved in because I trusted him as an accountant to deal with these things.
Yes.
And it's the fact that the account for the UIC is the UIC. First of all, does the UIC, Joseph? Does the UIC have its own account in its own name at this point, or is it still in your wife and your name?
Mark, I am a little concerned about your continuous infatuation with these questions.
Answer!
And you, first of all, you are not a member of the UIC.
Answer the question, bro.
Secondly, you have never been a member of the executive of the UIC since, I believe, 2017, 18. None of these matters you have any independent information about. Yet still you continue to prove for them to the public as if you are a person in the know. Mark, you don't know anything about that.
Answer the question,
Joe. But I'm involved with all of them right now. I'm involved with all the executive branches right now.
Now, what I'm saying is, you are trying to inject yourself into something, and that's very clear. And I am not here to defend myself from you.
But it's a simple question. It's a simple question, though, Joseph. Do you have the account in the UIC's name or yours or your wife's name? Yes or no?
Hold on, don't shout.
Remember, brothers, one at a time.
Yes, I
one
know.
at a time.
And we have a lady.
Okay,
we have a lady.
We don't want to lose Mr. Patterson.
No.
The reason why they keep saying that because Mr. Patterson's skin so finicky. We still have the baby on the line. Give me buckle. Yeah, give the buckle. No, give my crackers. Give my cheese sticks. They have to have baby Patterson. No, we don't have to lose Mr. Patterson because he's such a chicken. Let me answer that. The man ask if the account is still in your name. You have run a party. You have the office in your house. Account in a fee your wife. God forbid if something should happen to your wife. Want to the money. Go on to your picnic to them. And I say run this thing. You know, have the treasurer. Can sign off, and that's why the first treasurer left. The first accountant. Him left. The man is the treasurer is an accountant, people. He's also a licensed CPA. And a fraud investigator. Him left because he said something don't look right. And me now go put my name on that. I don't want to get involved in that. Because every time money to come out, him and his wife alone can sign. Want nobody else. Share they don't look good, not true. I hear Mark asking about, but him not have no answer to that. Dancing around it. Mark talk about the money when I ask for him and his wife to pay. Them ask the $300,000 him and his wife in payment every month for him and his wife. And the little Bridget like will get himself burn out and have the 10 man around the street after come out of pocket and do everything. When we send donation to Jamaica, hoping that the candidate must go get if he go up on road, go beat up PNP and labor right and trample the country, make people hear we. No, people, them have to buy their own flyer. Me see them say them do all island tour again. The last island tour them did. You know how much flyers them have? 300 flyer. Jamaica is a country with 3 million people. 300 flyers. You can stop in a one town and give away all of that. The UIC don't think, Joseph don't think about give a free t-shirt. He said nothing for free. Nothing for free. You have to buy everything. Free t-shirt is free advertisement. A man I walk in t-shirt, I say, who is that? Who is this UIC? What is this UIC? That the man I walk in advertisement, then he have to explain to several people and tell them what is UIC as you get support. Because Joe is so stupid and arrogant and no sense and stingy. He said nothing for free. Every t-shirt have to be sold. He not give nothing. No empathy, no feeling for the Jamaican people. What politician don't give a free t-shirt? Home and abroad. Tell me which one of them. Which politician don't give a free t-shirt? Jamaica and foreign. Tell me. Joseph don't believe not giving nothing free people.
I love the conversation. But all right.
Hold on, gentlemen.
Yes,
Let's be very clear.
Yes, sir.
It would appear to me, and probably not yet to you, that Mark certainly has an agenda that he's pursuing.
Okay.
And if Mark has an agenda that he's pursuing, what he needs to do is to take the proper channels for that. If there's an issue with anything in the UIC, we have a dispute resolution committee that deals with all issues or any matters that he raises. And if he has matters greater than that, he has the court of law that he can go to. But don't come here and try to play these games, Mark.
I called you, Joseph. I called you and I spoke to you about my concerns.
All right, but
I
Mark,
called you
All right,
and I
Mr.
spoke to you about my concerns.
hold on.
Mr. Mark,
And you blocked me.
All right, Scottish Maroon.
Mr. Mark, let me just ask you one question, Mr. Mark.
Yes.
Scottish Maroon here, because I hear you made mention that you're still connected with all of these executive body. Are you saying that you are acting as what you will call a consultant?
A watchdog for the
consultant.
UIC. Yes.
Are you a consultant to some of the executive bodies that are still involved with the UIC?
No, Mr. Patterson circumvented the process and pretty much got rid of the duly elected UIC execs and formed his own when he did not get what he wanted.
Right.
So I'm in touch with those people that broke off from the UIC.
Yeah.
I know all the internals of what went on. Well, so he thinks I'm not in the know, but I mean, there's a WhatsApp group with all of us on the same page.
Yes.
These are all former UIC execs.
But hold on.
I'm fully in the know of what's going on.
No, but hold on.
I have no agenda. Brethren, you know from day one, he asked me, Joseph Patterson asked me if I wanted to be leader, and I told him no.
Calm down, Mark. Calm down.
No, I'm calm. What I'm saying to you, all right, I have no agenda but a better Jamaica.
All right, hold on.
He asked me, and let me finish my point.
Yes.
He asked me if I wanted to be leader way back when we started, and I said no. You be the leader.
Yes.
I just want to have the country work and move away. Up until this point, I've told you yourself, brethren, that I have no interest in leadership. How many times have I told you that?
You have made that quite clear.
How many times have I told you that? So what is my agenda? So what is my agenda?
What Mr. Patterson is getting at
For
is
10 years.
Hold on, Mark, hold on.
I have all my friends supporting Patterson, sending him money. He came here to Florida. I took him to Florida. Went up there to fundraise to his Yes Foundation.
Mark.
I've been a loyal supporter of UIC from day one.
Mark, I can feel.
People, now explain this. Like I said, the first time I talked to Mark is telling the truth. Mark is an honest man. Based on what he's saying, right? When we just met Mark, I said the first time Mark called us, he's against what I'm saying on social media and wish me and Mr. Patterson could have ironed it out. Let me tell you that thing about him again. So, me never trust Mark. Me and Mark are bridging right now. As a matter of fact, me soon go and see him. He just called me. Me and Mark I got somewhere today. I'm a bridging. But when me just start, me not trust Mark. Me not trust him. I'm going to tell him that. Me not trust him. Because me think, say, boy, he might have come here while I go back and tell me Mr. Patterson, blah, blah. I'm done with Patterson already. So one night I was doing my live. Let me tell you Mark, man. Because Joseph a lie on Mark, you know. Mark a lie on Mark. Joseph a liar, you know. Let me tell you why Joseph a liar. One night I was coming from Port St. Lucie, coming to Florida, Fort Lauderdale. And I was doing a live. And on that live, me have Steve Lynn. Anybody know Steve Lynn? He do a lot of work for the UIC. Whole lot of work. You see him everywhere from Prime Minister page. Steve Lynn. So when I name Steve Lynn, because Steve Lynn, this Gus a Patterson too, you know. Yes, man, and Steve Lynn are coming and speaking mine and my program, right? On Facebook. And while I talk to Steve Lynn, and Steve Lynn I beat Patterson with the 2x4 verbally, but everything, I'm going to say, let it go, you. Go and talk. Come in, I like him either. So, guess who coming in the comment section? I'm going to tell Mark that. Mark Renaissance. Text. If you can go look on all those videos, him text is still there. This man, here's my number. Please call me so you could hear from a different perspective. The reason why Mark said that, hear from a different perspective, it mean he want to come speak on Mr. Patterson's behalf. Remember, you know, this man and Mr. Patterson have agenda, you know. Come out, no know what going on when him hear this on social media, I beat Patterson and run him away. Mark called me the first time Mark called me. I said, wish it, we could have taken it off of social media and work it out off of social media. I said, me done, brother, me done. Because Carlos is a very forgiving guy. When he said me done, me seriously done. Me very forgiving. They make a run over me several times. Yeah, man, you can roll over me several times, but you see when me done. So that night when I was on live, I mean even tell Mark that. Mark never knows, say, me ignore him text that night. I was on live. Doing the video, I'm looking at the text. People may even pull off at the freeway and stop because the video was, the comment and the interview was so intense. So I don't have to drive and I do all this. So I pull off and stop and talk to Steve Lynn and I tell me dump the stuff on Patterson. So in the comment section, Mr. Mark put say boy, he put say this is my number, please call me so you could hear from a different perspective. That means yeah, a Joseph Angley, my company, because Steve Lynn beat Joseph, Mark was going to come up and come speak on Joseph's behalf. Because Mark is an honest man. You know, me and Marvin reason the other day, Marvin Edgar. We said Marvin Edgar, I tell me, say them start, come Mark start, go to the meeting with them, they had a meeting with the other group, split off, so him could get an understanding of what's going on. Even just jump on the bandwagon and everybody say, Joseph, all criminal. And he said, yeah, man, a criminal. No, Mark did not do that. He did not do that. He take baby step and him feel it out and do his own investigation, people. He joined the other group that split off. And Joseph didn't like that. Joseph said, why you go join them? Why you go join them? Mark said, no, we have to listen on both sides. So that night when Mark texted in the comment section, I do my video, say, let me hear from a different perspective. Guess some of the people, me not bring him on. Me ignore him. Me ignore, and last night, me tell Mark that, what me did. And last night, me tell Mark that, say, Mark, me ignore you, because I never trust you. Me ignore you, me see a big text in the comment section when Steve Lynn on, you say, this is my number, call me, and hear from a different perspective. Me never want to give Mark, me never want to give Joseph Patterson another minute a good word for my page. Me know nobody come for my page concerning nothing good about Joseph Patterson no more, because over 2 years, me I do it up as some give for free. And you shit up all over that. So me don't want to know that, so me don't put Mark on, because me know so Mark is going to come on and talk on Joseph's behalf. Me do other interviews to people. Where people are beating him and Mark in the comment section want to come on. And me never let Mark come on live. Because me don't trust Mark. Come and say, boy, you just want to come and so come make things sound good for Joseph Patterson. This is Marvin Edgar. Me I talk to him the same way. He said they find out Mark to be a very nice guy now that they know him. But at first I never trust Mark. Because what do I say about Joseph? Mark never say what we say either. Mark just Mark not jump on the bandwagon fast enough. So we don't say, we don't trust him. But you know, me tell Marvin Edgar, me say, me like how Mark Cameron did it. The Mark Cameron did it a way where he did follow everybody and jump on the bus. Him do his own investigation and do it the right way. As some tell Marvin Edgar, the man never just jump on the bandwagon with you and say, yeah man, Joseph no good, man, he no good. No, Mark did not drag down Joseph Patterson. After Mark had the meeting with the rest of people that left, Mark called back Joseph Patterson and tell him he need to step down. He's not qualified to be a leader. I'm bridging, you know. And Mark Cameron, two of them start this thing, we do a lot of work tonight. So Joseph Patterson blocked the man. You see Finskin? The man block him. So that's what Joseph do to everybody who disagree with him. Block him. You see there? So Mark is a credible man. A matter of fact, I get ready because I'm going to meet him. A matter of fact, I'm going to meet him today. We're going to go somewhere, man. We're rolling out. And we just want to make you know, say, Mark never jump on our bandwagon. No, people. Because we never trust Mark. Just like we never trust, because Mark never conform and suicide fast enough. Mark still out there say, boy, well, this and that and this, because remember Mark had found this thing in a market. All he want is peace. I will take this off of social media and go iron it out. But unity, Joseph Patterson don't have it in him. Joseph Patterson don't know how to unite the people. If you say something that you don't like, him get rid of you. And that's a party run. You see, him not gonna meet nobody. The man might ask if you're gonna meet the lady with the kids that were dead, 4 kids getting throat cut. If you know, do that, he man never go visit all the mother. You must say like people dead all the time in Jamaica. Based on what he saying, that's what he meant, you know. People dead in all one in Jamaica. So what's so special about this? I'm not gonna go to a funeral that I didn't get invited to. You could have sent the candidate that is in that constituency. The US didn't have a candidate in that parish there. You could have put somebody put on a blue shirt and go stand up on behalf of the UIC party. Patterson stop Patterson stop the people, the candidates from going to these protests. So one of the things man asked him about the bank account in his wife and his name, you know, answer that. You know, answer that. But anyway, people, our advice, guys, don't send another dollar to Joseph. That's my advice to you. If you guys want to continue with it, go ahead. With the other people, I was there, put in work for work. Many people know the UIC through me. Many people. The most people know the UIC is through Carlos. Because of me, the UIC end up on other bloggers' page. Do you see them on other bloggers? Through Carlos. I promise stop singing about UIC. Them dead. Because people, is the man, is Joe, crosses. It's not likable. One of the things we see Joe do, we don't like. Remember Horace, the same guy, tell us we have 10 people. I have to pay them fee and this and that. That man house burned down. Metal says a good candidate. That man house burned down. The man was in the hospital, he and his wife. Joseph went to the hospital to visit the man. Paid the man $3,000 hospital fee. $3,000. Jamaican. Some member is a bridging of mine from my page again. We say all the big donors come from this page. A bridging of mine give Mr. Patterson $200 to give to Horace. Mr. Patterson changed both $100, $200, 100, next 100. Mr. Patterson changed both notes, take out him $3,000 that he previously gave Horace to pay for the hospital fee, and give the man back the change. Look, if you work this enough, so as a leader, when me know say I work this man, Joe. I work this move that. Because we could have never got paid nobody hospital fee and somebody give me money to give that person who already have the house burned down, you already pay a knee, and take out $3,000 out of your $200. So tell me something now, Joseph. The man give you $200 to give to the man. If you so work this enough that you're going to change one of them and take back your money out of you, you don't need to change both notes. All they need to do is change $100. $100 and take out your money out of it. Not true, Joe. No, but to change 2, Joe. Why you change 2 of them, Joe? Are you the cambio? What kind of exchange rate you give the man? So you hustle off of the exchange rate. Not true, Joe. Because you only should change 1. If you're going to be so worthless to take out the $3,000 that you give the man the hospital fee. Worthless leader. You can't lead at Jamaica. Mr. N, me see me, I beat him off verbally, people. You cannot lead. And me see these things coming to the people. And when me see these things, people don't want me come on, come talk. Carlos don't say this man because why good people? They don't understand says it's my country over man and party, you know. They don't know what I'm talking about, you know. My country over man and party. Me's not a loyalist to nobody and a deity to nobody. It's the country over man and party. I'm going to see what is coming to my people. If you have a leader, the go hospital go pay a man $3,000. A man for hospital fee. When they go look for him there, because the man house burn out, lost everything, and the wife in hospital too. Somebody give you $200 to give to the man that is on the hospital bed. God damn it! You change the money, people. People, I will never do that to the youth. If I get $1 million for give. If Horace is in the hospital and I'm going to pay a hospital fee and somebody give me $1 million to give Horace, me will never take out my $3,000 Jamaican dollar out. I'm going to give him the whole $1 million. That's a long eye, red eye. Dirty character. Integrity nasty. And you could have changed one of the $100. Why you have to change the $200, Joe? Why you have to change the $200? Because you want to hustle off of the exchange rate. You get your first money there, so. You probably change it yourself for your yard. Red eye, long eye, dirty man. And give the man the rest of the change. Let me tell you one in a dirty move Joe make again. Make me have to come tell you the whole person. In claim some man build a house on Labor Day. Last Labor Day gone. They see him come on live. Facebook live. Some man build a house, your old man, so in a book, so in that area there. People, I just seen him go up on the page, people, him delete the picture because me do one video upon him and beat him right, it's so bad. Him delete it off and page kind of low. No, it look crazy. Say my build a house, big donation, you know, UIC money, my build a house to the man. Guess what Joe do? Joe buy machete and file give the man. This man named 70-something year old, you know. About 76-year-old man. Say my build this man look a plywood house. Me never seen no politician building that type of house give people yet. Never. Plywood house, 1 door, 2 window. That's all. No bathroom, no kitchen. The man is in his 70s. Guess what Joe do? Buy the man a machete and a file. Said nothing for free. This old 70-year-old man have to come back, come work it off on his property. Now Joe sit down on either 20th or 30th acre property. And them live. Right? Joe said the 70-year-old man have to come work it up, nothing for free. What kind of leader you can be for Jamaica? You're a worthless man. That's why if you do people, when we find out these things, I couldn't keep it a secret. I want me tell you something, I come a road with it, come run a Joe. People tell me, say, Carlos, don't do this. What is this good for the party? But then again, if I saw we are going, might as well go for PNP and labor, right? Shh, don't tell them. I mean, we can't wrap up a pile of doodoo and sell the people like something nice. That's why I don't like that man there. Because he don't love people. He don't have empathy. We get to find out who the man really is. He don't love people. He don't have the empathy. A man give you $200 to give a man because you pay him $300 US Jamaican dollar. You take it back out of this, sir. Who are you, Joe? You're a dirty man. You buy to a plywood house and be like, one back and give a man. One small something, so. You see Joe put it on the page and say, boy, it has finished, the project is finished. Ask him about the project there. Have it finished yet? The Labor Day project when he says spend $100,000. Ask him about the Labor Day project for the old man. Ask him if it's done yet. Wait there. We expect to see the house on the page. Can't see it yet, not true? The same look old man they want to come in yard to go work on the property. Imagine if Andrew Onis hand over the key like to poor people at Jamaica or Mark or any Porsche or any one of them. You hand over the key to poor people, you bless poor people, help them build a local house. And you want them to come for your personal property. Become slave. People, that man they are idiot. Can't run Jamaica as a worthless man. That's how we know. And part of the candidates have to come out of their own pocket and borrow money from the UIC. If me go run as a candidate for my constituency, me have to borrow money from the UIC, put myself in that debt to go be a candidate. So the money with the people must send from foreign there. And where money I go? In some account where him and his wife alone, as last time I check, can sign off on. The UIC office in that name and the house, the bank account in him and his wife's name. Him have no empathy for the people. The brothers ask him about the woman that dead. And the kids is like, basically like people dead all the time. What's special about this? People, anyway, I'm going to leave it right here so for the day. Because like I said, I'm going to link up with Mark. We have stuff to do. And but we just come tell you all this because somebody said this, come give me people. I'm gonna say, listen to the man lie, pure lie, the man I tell, pure lie because these radio hosts didn't know what I go, and they don't know him. So may I big up fresh radio vibes, the fresh radio vibes. People go check out Fresh Radio Vibes, the international. Fresh Radio Vibes. It's the rest of the interviews on Fresh Radio Vibes. May I say we can post it on the page, guys. So you go over and go check out this brother. And all right, boom. Me just dash it on my page just now. So the full interview is 3-hour video, people. See, me just post it on my page right now. Fresh Radio Vibes, this YouTube world thing. Me post it right there. So you guys want to finish and listen the rest of this interview. Go and listen it, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Manners and respect. Go ahead and subscribe, people. Click the little bell. Don't subscribe and don't click the bell, you know. Me say no subscribe and don't click the bell. There's a bell up at top, don't ever click. Do you understand what Carlos is saying? Go and click that bell, people. So whenever I come on, you can hear the ding, just like when I come on Facebook. You can hear that ding too. So don't come on and click that bell, people. That bell when you subscribe. Okay, guys? I love you guys. Manners and respect. Respect. See you guys later. Peace. Okay.